Alright, what's up guys? It's me, WinTheCent's, and I just started a game and I realized, hey, I haven't done a video in a while. I've been streaming, but I haven't done a proper video. So here we are, jumping straight into a clash. It's the Elestrals Clash open beta. Our opponent is quite highly ranked, but I wanted to get in a Krakatuga game, and for better or worse, our opponent is second best or highest ranked caster in Clash right now, so yeah, this should be a good one, and I might be in a bit of trouble. I don't have the best opening hand, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's quite good. But let us see. I'll obviously start with the foamy, and then ponder whether or not I will be afraid of the hurricane. I think I'm gonna put the essential runes down, but I will, just in case, I will keep the tsunami in hand. Here the reason being that if they have the one hurricane and they happen to get it with Astravit, maybe it's a pro set hurricane, you never know. But the point is, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the point is, tsunami is not gonna do much now. I have a floater, I have good back row. I don't think I'm gonna be sad if like if they wouldn't have played hurricane, which they didn't, and I would have needed a tsunami turn one. Now I'm more comfortable in setting the tsunami, but then we meet this little problem of not having an answer to rabbit, which is quite rare with this deck. We play Champ Galaxy, we play Eddie, play Mustation, and at this point I'm just gonna expend to draw. I recently did play 3 turns without casting a single Elestral and win a game, and I completed the achievement, but for some reason it's bugged, so I don't have it. Now we have the OG Galaxy, which is not gonna help just now, but this is fine. But yeah, as I was saying, this deck can take it slow and just get to the answers whenever. Yeah, this is fine. You do what you want. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah! I'm so silly. I played Galaxy, I know how this works. Oh. I don't really have a good response. Everything seems like BM. My only thought now is, will I play... Yeah, I think I just play Galaxy here. There's no reason to do anything else. This is the right play. I could also... No, this is the only right play. Okay, I wonder what he's gonna Argo. Like, it would have to be something that affects defense. Well, there we go. That's it. But wait. It's fine. I don't want to use my runes just yet. For me, at this very moment, it's more important to get rid of the rabbit. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. He's used a lot of back row now, a lot of answers and a lot of spirits. So although he does have the tempo over me, I have a very easy way to climb back. And don't worry, I'm gonna give you the deck profile after. Now, here's one thing. If I Gorgons now, he's gonna turn it to defense. But if I Gorgons, at least he can't attack me and he doesn't get the search. I think I'm fine with this. I want to bait him to attack me with the rabbit. If he doesn't, that's fine. Yeah, at the end of the list, end of the video, I'm gonna show you the list. But I can start telling you a bit about it already. It is a Krakatuga list, but it's a good stuff water with some fire thrown in and Krakatuga. Yeah, I don't wanna use any counter runes here. I'm fine taking the damage. I'm still gonna have the spirit lead. I mean, obviously, he's gonna have 4 on board, but that's fine. Now the only question is, do I play around Tsunami? I think at this point I have to play around everything. Not worry about the Necroft burn too much. So the question is, do I go water Necroft here? Like, as you see, I have the water good stuff. This is the water good stuff, good abilities. And this is sort of good stats, because you play this galaxy, my station is more alive, small 2 guys more alive, even Krakatuga can sometimes be decent, but I only play a 1-off Krakatuga since I have Foamy. I need to attack with a water enchanted Elestral, that's for sure. And Galaxy... I mean, Galaxy Gorgons, I still get rid of the rabbit, but I would take 2 spirit damage and of course lose the Galaxy, so I think this is the play I'm going with. And I'm just gonna have to hope it works. Yeah, that's fine. And that's smart. Now we get rid of his rabbit. This might be a Tsunami. If it wasn't Tsunami, obviously the Fire Enchanted Spirit would have been more nice, but... Well, it really depends on what this is, but I mean, I played around as much as possible because he had really taken the board presence, if you don't count the counter runes I had. So I needed to get back in there, and this deck does that really well. As I said, you can play the 3 first turn without casting a single Elestral and still win. This game has really good back row. This game also has really strong Elestrals. But this is tight mat. Oh, papa. Sluggle attacking. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna shield any of those, nor waste the Gorgons on them. I mean, yeah, I could have used Gorgons on Sluggle. I would have saved 1 damage from myself, and I would have stopped 3 damage from him. Spirit math wise, it would have been a +2 for me, but then card math wise, it would be a -1 for me. And also, like, Gorgons is just so important later on. Alright, now the question is, do I start trying the Fire Enchanted Necroft at this point? Do I try to eat his Tsunami? Which it quite likely might be. Because at this point I do want to start doing the Spirit Math in my favor, and I'm also running out of water. Sluggle can't re-enchant anyway, so... What? Okay. I'm sorry for the noises, it's my phone. My WhatsApp is always silenced, but WeChat isn't, so... Yeah, I had to think of what was going on there in the game, because I got so distracted by these messages. I'll just turn off my... Would I like to join? Oh, I gotta check something. But I also gotta play the game. I think at this point I will Gorgons, because the Necroth has established itself as a scary presence for Ari. Okay, I can water enchant Necroth, attack Eddie, burn him for 2 damage, depending on his new set, and obviously depending on his old set as well. Or I could go for OG Galaxy and start swinging. Then I play around most back row. I can also go Lavalith and break the back row, but right now OG Galaxy is my best bet. And has to be... Actually, Necroth into Eddie would have been better. No, well, it depends. Like, if he has Argo... If he has Argo, this... Or that. Yeah, that's my... mistake. I mean, I also want to get rid of Gorgons, obviously. But now, it really depends on what his last back row is. If it is a Tsunami, this could be a bit rough. Okay. I have Shield and Tsunami. Yeah, it was sort of a risk doing it that way, and of course, I mean, Gorgon's Galaxy is nothing new, but I thought I can get rid of stuff that would be bothersome later if I go this way. Imagine if I had went to Lavalith last turn instead of Galaxy, and he would have just Gorgons. Well, then he would have had to find an answer to it. This guy did what? Okay, it gets the liar. Yeah, that's actually a little bit bothersome. Because now he's gonna get rid of my Necroth no matter what. Like, unless I like shield the Sluggle, which I don't wanna do. Oh yeah, I can just Tsunami. I'm fine. I've done this so many times. But that's my last water. I mean, I have Ambrosia, so it's fine, but still. I think our best bet is doing this. No, wait. I could have done it. Yeah, I didn't have to get rid of the Necroth. But this is fine. This saves me a bit of spirits and... It's morning. But still, I think there's no reason why this would have been better. I mean, except for spirits. Yeah, that's a bit rough. So we're gonna get rid of Apollo. We're gonna leave him the Sluggle since I've already used my Tsunami. No! Yeah, Apollo is only on cast, right? When you cast that. Okay, he can heal with the Apollo, but Sluggle is in attack. I do want to get some burn in. Give me one moment, actually. I have 2 fire. So I think I put 1 fire. No, 1 fire and 2 water. And then... yeah, now I just Eruption. Then I attack with Lavalith on Sluggle, so he'll take 1 damage from that. And then he'll have 0. He can't pop it with PTA. And he'll just have a Plucky, so he's... I mean, he can Ambrosia and get to something, but... We're kinda good here. Yeah. Alright, guys. That's the gameplay part of the video. I'm so lucky that the part that... when I decided to start recording, I happened to match up against one of the best players. Let's see. Like, I'm top 5 on the leaderboard, sure, but I'm gold 3, and let me show you how this works. There's the wood tier, then you go to the stone tier, obsidian tier, bronze tier, silver tier, gold, where I am. Then you go to platinum, then diamond, then master, then omnipotent. And we just played against the only diamond player in the game, and the only one who's above gold and not in diamond is in omnipotent. So you can see it's a long grind they've done, and they've done really well. So, yeah, Diamond 2, Ari, we just took him out. Now we just have to fight Jack. I played him in base set format long time ago. Good guy, good player. But yeah, so that's where we are. Just played the 2nd highest ranked player by a long shot. We beat him with Krakatuga. Now we're gonna go into the deck. So, give me a moment. Collection. Here, quick rundown. We have 1 Lavalith, 3 Necroth. That's the Fire Elestral package. 2 Krakatuga. 3 feels clunky, and you don't want to focus Krakatuga too much. This is a Krakatuga deck, but also isn't technically, because this is good stuff water that has Krakatuga as a boss monster. You do your, but it's not. It doesn't require Krakatuga. It does good stuff, and then Krakatuga just. It's not win more. It's just control more and win more a little bit. But it is a super strong card in this deck. So not fully win more. Okay, back to the deck list. As I said, 1 Lavalith, 3 Necroth, 2 Krakatuga, 1 Krakatuga. This is because I play Foamy. We'll get to that. 2 Eddie. I've been cutting numbers here a lot back and forth, and I think Eddie, both Galaxies and Mustache are all 2 to 3 cards, but at this very moment I play 2 Eddie, could be 3. 3 Foamy. I think if you play Foamy you do want to play the full package, because then you see it more often, and then you can go through as many as you need if your opponent has a big board and you just need to get something for either a Mustache and OG Galaxy combo, or if you just want to get to a Krakatuga and start taking the control of the board. So yeah, 3 Foamy. I don't always play Foamy. When I do, I play 3, and I recommend you to play 3 if you do. 3 Champ Galaxy. I think it's really good, and if you go Champ Galaxy and it survives, so you protect it, and then play a OG Galaxy, then you already have 2 5s, which is a bit odd. But the reason why I play 3 Champ Galaxy over 3 Eddie is that when Eddie's stats are swapped, he has 1 attack, and I do play 3 OG Galaxy. So here, as I said, 3 OG Galaxy, 3 Mustache. It's such a crazy good card, and people just don't like it, but I do. I love it, and I played it since base set because I don't own any other cards. But it's actually really good. You can misenchant it. If you want more damage on board, you can misenchant it with fire, just swing for 1, and then you can tsunami it to defense. But water enchanted, it's really good. You play it in defense, your opponent champ galaxies, or even plays Eddie. Well, Eddie you can cancel actually. No, you can do it. Well, yeah. They play champ galaxy, you activate Mustation's effect. Mustation resolves, your attack and defense get swapped, then their galaxy resolves, your defense and attack get swapped. So you get back to normal, so you're back to 6 defense. And like, otherwise, they have an Astrabit, you play Mustation, you play the ability, swap stats, swing over Astrabit. They play something else, you just play Mustation's effect. And it can't be, like, it can only be Gorgon's in activation. It can't be a Gorgon's in battle or anything for the stats, I mean. So it's really good. And Mustation seems to be surprisingly tricky for people to play around. So do play this card. It's just, like, 5s was a good deck back in the day. And I mean, still is in some form. But 6, it's a really good stat. After Mustation, 2 small Tuga. I think 3 is a bit too much because it really doesn't do anything. It's a good starter, so yeah, maybe 3. If you play 3, you would get it more in the start, but it's not a necessary starter. You even have Foamy, you have Mustation, you have all this stuff. And you can even start by expending to draw and just setting back row. 2 small Tuga and 3 Necrof, I think that's quite good math. Deck thinning is nice, and a 2-5 is also nice, even though we're not in base set anymore. And with Galaxy, it's a 5-2. 3 Gorgons, no surprise there. 3 Ambro. Only 2 PTA. 3 Shield. 3 Air Option, obviously. And 3 Tsunami. You could cut this to 2. I've been seeing so much water lately. But it doesn't matter. I can do my own plays with my Tsunami. I can have my Fire Enchanted Mustation. And so on. Or if I have a Necrof, and they Galaxy my Necrof, I'll just Tsunami when they attack it. So you know, this is the deck. You can throw Earthquake in. You can throw Astrabit in. Then you just add the spirits. I'll get to the spirits soon. You can also, if you want, you can play around with Atlantis and Rise from the Depths. If you don't, you can still play like Rise from the Ashes, even though it's at 1, but still it's a fun card. And other than that, yeah, I think like there's some ideas. You can even play around with Tadpuff, not only to make the deck more turbo Krakatuga, which it would become, then you may increase your Krakatugas to 3, but also just throwing Tadpuffs as bait for Gorgons and as small attackers to just get some chip damage in is quite good in this deck actually. It's worth playing around with. Spirit deck, I play 11 Leviathan, 9 Vipyro. If I would play Earthquake, I would cut 1 Vipyro and 2 Leviathan. If I would play the 3 Astrabit, I would play 3 Scepter, because I mean you can use your Thunder as damage or for your runes, so it really doesn't matter. 3 Rabbit, 3 Scepter, because you also want to re-enchant your same Rabbit at some point. You might play a second Rabbit. At that point you play a bit of a slower game, because obviously Rabbit can't go to Krakatuga, but you don't need to. This is not Krakatuga only deck. I would cut 2 Leviathan and 1 Vipyro for the 3 Scepter. And I mean, there's a lot of other stuff you can throw in here. Experiment, go wild, throw in some Spectaris or whatever. As I said, it is a good stuff deck with Krakatuga. It is a Krakatuga deck, don't get me wrong, that's why I have only water fire focus, but you can go more into the good stuff if you want, and keep Krakatuga in, or even cut it out and just make a good stuff deck with these colors while mixing in others. But that does it. I'm happy to answer questions in the comments. Coach people on how to play Krakatuga. No, but that's pretty much it. This is the deck profile. We did well in the last game. I made a few mistakes this morning, but actually not big mistakes. It was more like, what route do I want to take, and they do pay off sometimes. Sometimes you want to go for the worst play to get rid of certain counter runes. At that moment, I didn't think about Gorgons, but if I would have thought about it and still done that, I would have been impressed with myself. But we're learning together. So yeah, that's it. Krakatuga, best boy, and Krakatuga, best deck. WinTheCent, I mean, I'm a Krakatuga guy. And, you know, with that, I wish you all, well, have a good one. Bye-bye.